Hello, my name is Grin, and this is my beard. What am I talking about today? The crumbs that I'm pulling out of my beard. Today is all about having time to do stuff, and it's great. But I wasn't planning on making a video today because I've been so busy doing other things around my environment. But today I had a unfortunate good luck event. Unfortunate because I was supposed to do lessons today at a kindergarten that I really loved going to. The kids there are so awesome and so fun. But because of snow, a lot of snow, I got halfway there and was a bit worried about being able to come back because the snow was just piling up. So I called him and had a chat with him and said, just for safety's sake, I should probably reschedule. So I got the rest of the morning to do whatever I want, which is refreshing. This is the thing that keeps me from doing things that I want to do mostly is just not having the time to do it. And I know I should probably do laundry or clean the kitchen or something like that, but I kind of want to do the things that I want to do sometimes too. And that includes talking and thinking. See, I haven't had a lot of time to just sit and think and find the crumbs in my beard. So it's good to have some time. And this time, the crumb in my beard is just kind of about my desire to do something. Now, I don't have there is a concert coming up. This concert actually, not really a concert, more like a festival, music festival. It's called Neverland here in Niigata. This is from last year. Hope they have some more T-shirts for me because I love their T-shirts. Um, I've played it or done music at Neverland for a while now, and the next Neverland event is in January, February, March, and May, the early part of May. So like the first week of May, and which means I've got to start getting ready for it, which is fun, definitely fun. And with the slow claps having some new music to play, that's going to be really fun. We've got something different to show people, and it seems like the new music is really good, and people are liking it a lot. And oh, let me tell you what happened. So slow claps. We suddenly got, or one of the guys in the band, Eric, got in contact with a photographer. He's a photographer. He's really good too. His Instagram is smallworks10, and we love his photos that he does and videos. And Eric contacted him and said, "Hey, we're looking for somebody to do some artistic photography and whatnot for us." And the thing is, we can't really pay a lot for that, but fortunately, this guy is he listened to our music and he's kind of a fan now. We're a fan of his photography, so I mean it's mutual. And we met up with him, and he was just ecstatic to be a part of the whole project that we're working on. And so now we have a photographer, and we went after that. It was like, okay, well, since you're here and since you've decided to join us in this project, how about going to the studio and taking some pictures while we do some recording? And so I wasn't planning on going into the studio, but I did anyways, and I recorded some tracks for a couple songs that we're putting out. One was what was it? Dame Data, Dame Data. And the other one was, what was the other one? I can't really say yet. I can't say yet. So we'll get to that later. But yeah, Dame Data is pretty fun. Dame Data, Dame Data, Kyomo, Dame Data. All right. Well, anyways, so we got some of that done, and it was just like a spur of the moment thing. I was supposed to come home and watch a movie with my daughter, and I feel really bad that I had to cancel that because it's very rare that we get a chance to like get into the studio together and do stuff and record and whatnot. It's like maybe once a month if we plan, a month ahead of time, then we can get together and record. It's really difficult to get so many people to have the same day to do something, to have time off of work or whatever. So that was really nice to get one of the songs that we were working on, all the tracks that we needed done. Yes, having stuff finished is great. And I got to thinking, I really need to just. I'm kind of rebellious now. Uh, I know my wife really wants me to, hold off on doing things on my own because of my Sakai, which is my bad luck years, whatever. But I still want to do something and create some stuff. So I got down in front of the piano and started thinking about writing some new songs, and I'm thinking about just trying to get stuff together, just make some new songs. And I realized it would be a lot easier if I could just record it into my computer, uh, which I have a really nice DAW that I paid for. It's called Mixcraft. I use it's got everything that I need. It's really easy to use for me, but I don't have any kind of MIDI device. I have a MIDI like basic keyboard controller, but I don't have an interface. I have an interface, but it's FireWire, and my computer does not have FireWire on it. So I'm thinking, shoot, what should I do? I just bought a MIDI to USB cable, and I'm gonna see how that works. But for now, I guess I'm just gonna have to use the keyboard on the computer on the screen from the DAW, the workstation, and see if I can do stuff that way. But basically, how I do it is I go over to my larger piano, my keyboard, my grand keyboard, and just hammer out some chords that I like in a way that I like it. And then once I've got chords that I like down, then I start singing a melody. And then once I've got a good melody, then I start creating lyrics for it. That's kind of how I write a song. And hopefully at some point in time, I'll have a whole band, and then I can have everybody add their piece to it and and come up with something really creative at some point in time in the future. And I'm wondering, like, what is it? Why do I have to limit myself? Why do I have to subject myself to superstition and whatnot just for how do I say this tactfully? I can't say it tactfully. I probably shouldn't say anything. But yeah, I'm going to try to do things on my own. I bought that MIDI USB controller on my own without asking permission for it. So we'll see. Okay, so all right, that's the future, what I'm working on, and why I've been away because I don't really have time to think. It's been uh, hour after hour of just working, doing lessons, or trying to fix this my environment. And so the whole point of Grin's beard is to get the things out of my beard that, what it means is, what I'm thinking about at the time. And I just haven't had time to sit down and think, and I've been too tired to do so. Whenever I do have some moment, I just want to relax and, I don't know, play a game with a friend. Been playing 7 Days to Die with a good friend of mine. If I don't have that to play, then I play Rust. But it's just gaming is my way of relaxing and not thinking too much about stuff because I'm too tired to think about stuff. And then what's happening now is I'm going to think about things more when I can. But I had today, so I can make a video. Yay! I don't really know what to talk about except that I had a thing that I wanted to talk about, something pretty important. What the hell was it? Shit. Now I'm stuck. I just derailed myself. There was a big crumb in my beard, and I think I've lost it in the white part of my beard. Need to start coloring my beard. Come on, Grin, think. This is why I do these videos, because I don't want to get into this position where I can't think about what I was thinking about and follow my train of thought to its final destination. And it's not working right now. What the heck was I going to say? I'm sorry, dead air. Too much dead air. What can I do? When I can't even, uh, when I can't even, I don't know. Okay, so there was something. God, it's right there too. It's right friggin' there. Well, I don't have that thing, so I'll have to talk about it later, or maybe the Eureka Phenomenon will kick in. Eureka Phenomenon. Let's talk about that real quick. Maybe that'll help me. What is the Eureka Phenomenon? And I can't remember where I heard this from. It's not. I didn't come up with this, but the Eureka Phenomenon is about, who was it? Copernicus? Someone back in the Roman days or Greek days. I can't remember. But this king or high person was getting a crown made, and he gave this gold to this metal worker to make this crown, and when he got the crown, he suspected that the metalsmith had taken some of the gold out, but he had no way to prove it. So he asked, I think it was Copernicus, I'm not sure, to think about how to figure out if the man stole some gold from it. And so he tried many different things. Copernicus tried many different things. Again, I don't know if it's Copernicus, so I could be saying it wrong. Let's just say the thinker, we'll call him the thinker, the Greek thinker, decided to tackle the problem, and with weight and volume and whatnot, and he just couldn't, racked his brains for a long time and just could not come up with a solution. And then, exasperated and tired of thinking about it so much, he went to the bathhouses. So I guess it was Roman, right? Or did the Greeks have Greek bathhouses? Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I don't know if it was Roman or Greek, but went to the bathhouses and just to relax and not think about it, because it was eating him up. And he had a personal bath drawn for him, and he got into the bath, and as he got in, the water started to spill over the sides of the bath because they had filled it too much. And then he had an epiphany, not thinking about it, but it all just came together, and he stood up and he said, "Eureka! I've got it!" And apparently he ran through the streets back to his studio or work area naked, screaming, "Eureka! I've got it! Eureka! I've got it!" That's the story, anyways. And what he had thought of was, if the metalsmith had taken some gold out and put some other gold in it, or not gold, other material in it, then since the weight and mass is going to be different, it's going to displace water in a different way. So he had a chunk of gold that was the same amount of gold and the same purity as the crown was, that the king or whatever had given him. And he had the crown. And he just filled up this tub with water and put the crown in, and then put the gold in separately. And the gold displaced less water than the crown, which meant that there was something lighter put into the crown to make up for the gold that was taken out, which was the way he found out that the metalsmith had actually stolen some of the gold and added some other metal to the gold to make up for the size and weight difference. So that's the Eureka phenomenon. He basically came up with the answer that he was trying to think about by not thinking about it. Maybe you've had this happen to you before, where you're thinking, oh, what was that actor's name in that movie? Oh God, it was that yeah, what? Oh, and then you're driving down the road and you're like, oh, I'm not gonna think about it. Maybe even the next day, and you're not even thinking about it. You're just listening to some music, and all of a sudden it pops in your head. Oh, it was freaking. How did I not know? It was Brad Pitt. Yes, it was. That's who it was. God. That's called the Eureka phenomenon. You're not even thinking about the thing that happened earlier, but it's still there and it just pops up. That's the Eureka phenomenon. And this whole story that I'm trying to tell you, I was hoping that my Eureka phenomenon would kick in, but it didn't. Not this time. Not this time. Shoot. What was I going to talk about? Good Lord. Telling you a story to get the Eureka phenomenon to work, and it failed me. I'm a failure. What am I going to do now? I had that crumb all ready to go, and now I've got to search for it again, and I'm just going to end up ruining this video, making it not interesting. Hello. Today I failed. This is my failure day. Thank you for watching my failure and enjoying the exasperation that I'm exuding through my stunned silence. Where did it go? Where did that crumb go? Crumb, where are you? Crumb, where are you? Anyway, so I'll just go on to music. So I'm trying to make some new music, and I've got a couple new songs that I'm working on, like just chord stuff that I want to make something into. Like, whoa, is that off or what? Whoa, it is off. Ooh. Anyways, well, I'm gonna have to tune this thing in order to show you, so I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna bother with that right now. But yeah, I've got a couple songs that I'm working on, and it's just getting something done requires a certain amount of support, which I don't really have a lot of, being out here in this boondocks town, this one horse town. It's one horse for Japan because really it's just a lot of rice fields and not a lot of businesses or opportunities. In fact, during COVID-19, we used to have down by the train station in the central area of my small town, we used to have all kinds of like snack bars and izakaya and just places where you could go and enjoy yourself. Every single one of them closed down after COVID-19. None of them have opened back up again. If I want to go out drinking and have fun, there is a place right next to me called Flat, but I know the owner and yeah, they know my family, so I'm like, I don't really want to go there because it's kind of awkward, I guess. But if I want to do anything at night to enjoy myself, I have to drive a long ways, and that means I can't drink. So it's a bummer. I could drink there, but they only have beer and whiskey at the Flat, the place that's right next to me. That's another thing that stops me from going there. I can't drink any of that stuff. The only thing I know that I can drink without having any problems the next day is tequila. If I drink tequila, The next day, I'm usually pretty fine, unless I drink too much, and then I'll have a hangover. But that's what you get. You get a hangover if you drink too much. But other alcohol, if I drink it, I can't. It just kills me the next 3 days. My stomach just won't. It's not pretty. It's not pretty. Same thing with the yeah. Well, anyways, we talked about that in a previous video. So I'm thinking, what do I want to do? I think I just want to sit down at some point and just make music. So I'm gonna take that time to do that, and then I want to show some of that stuff. I also want to, sing some music that I like, that I use to practice my vocal music with, things like "Take on Me" by Aha, or "Jam" by the Yellow Monkey, um, um, "Come Down" by Bush. These songs are songs that I use a lot to practice my vocal style. What is it? "Lighten Your Eyes" by who? Can't remember that one. Oh, "Tonic," "If You Could Only See." Um, those are the kinds of songs that I feel like my vocal range and tonal abilities can do. I would love to sing more like System of a Down, but it's pretty difficult when he speaks so fast while using his false chords. I don't know. It can be really difficult. Some of the songs I can do, but not completely. Takes a lot more practice that I'm willing to put into it, since it's not. I don't know. I'd love to do it though. Also, a lot of these songs you can't find at like karaoke. Like the place that I go to do karaoke and practice songs, um, a lot of the songs I want to sing, they don't have them, and they don't have any way for me to like play my own files and sing, which is a bummer. They should, because here's the thing: you go to a snack bar to sing karaoke and whatnot, you pay for that. You pay for the songs that you sing, basically. So you get it, you buy a drink, and you also pay for karaoke. So if I'm going to pay for it, then and they don't have something that I want to sing, and I want to sing my own thing, I should be able to do that. That's my opinion. And I don't go there just to show off to people, because there's not a lot of people that go there. It's just I like having the sound system, fully around, and they have a little stage and everything's where I can, practice singing and performing. And you can't get that at home. So it's important, because I'm probably going to end up doing a lot more live performances at Neverland, or maybe Fudusama or whatever. So it's going to be something that I need to work on, something that needs practice. Anyways, never came to me. This whole time I was trying to let the Eureka Phenomenon kick in. And you know what's going to happen? As soon as I turn off this camera and go about my way, it's going to come back to me, and I'm going to be like, oh, shit, that's what I was going to talk about. That's the crumb that I couldn't find in my beard. Oh, let me tell you something that's coming up. A friend of mine, the guy that I was playing 7 Days to Die with, he lives pretty far away in the mountains of Yahiko. He and I are going to try and restart I had a podcast a while ago called Gaijin Smash, and we're going to basically restart that. The Gaijin Smash podcast with Grin and Seven Devils. I don't know what to call them yet, but we're going to, and it's just going to be us talking about life in Japan and things that we notice and whatnot. And we'll have lots of guests, because there's plenty of people who can just come in on Discord and have their opinions heard and whatnot. Used to do this back in the day, but the whole point was to sit down, drink alcohol, and talk about Japan without fear of saying anything bad or whatever. And if you did say something bad or something stupid, then everybody else was supposed to be like, go on, keep going. continue with your self-destruction. Was one of those kinds of podcasts. But anyways, we're going to start that up pretty soon. As soon as I get him a decent mic. His mic is pretty good, but yeah, I'd like him to have something like this, something a little bit better. So I'm going to get that to him, and then we'll start it up probably in a few weeks, maybe next month. Snow is pretty high right now, and there's no way I can get down to him, and I don't really feel like shipping it to him because I need to be there to show him how to dial it in. Anyways, that's for the future. Look for the Gaijin Smash podcast to come back. Well, that's everything in my beard, and the thing that I wanted to talk about, the biggest crumb, didn't show up. I'm sorry. I failed. Thank you for watching my failure. Live-ish. Live-ish. All right, well, I guess we'll just have to talk to you later. I'll think of it next video. Bye!